y'all.
What's up with y'all?
It's your boy TWS Tune.
It's your boy Sway Shadows with your favorite show,
Slippery Slope. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Out here climbing again.
Yeah, I'm saying we stay moving. Definitely got a couple hot topics for y'all today off the nog, you know what I'm saying?
One or two as usual, you know what I'm saying? We sitting here we're discussing the universe and everything in it, you know what I mean? As usual, as we want to do.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, as most times, I mean, we try to zero in on what's going on. You know what I mean? What is it like? What is the root of the issue? You know what I mean? The current issue, yesterday's issue, tomorrow's issue, and and for the day, I want to bring you a message of balance. You know what I mean? I want to propose to y'all that you can do everything that you're doing as long as you find a balance in it. You know what I mean? Like, everywhere you go, everywhere you are, every person that meets you has a completely different idea and picture of who you are. At all times, you're a multifaceted person. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to juggle these roles and responsibilities that you have in the world. Father, son, co-worker, supervisor, manager, you know what I mean? Just
designer, artist,
many things.
All types of things.
You know what I mean? And we are all these things. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you're being fake because you're showing another side of yourself. If you ain't never sang before and you start singing, don't let nobody tell you that that's not you. You know what I mean? That's just another side that you should be able to be.
For sure, especially if you like it, you know what I'm saying? If it's some way that you either choose to vent or that makes you feel creative and alive at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
It's makes you feel like you
why you gotta
right.
stop? You know what I'm saying? Don't stop.
If it's you, it's you. You know what I mean? Are you climbing or not? You know what I'm saying? Like,
continue moving.
It always comes down to you. You know what I mean? And with that, I mean, I think that's something that we really gotta keep in mind. Finding balance within our soul. You know what I mean? Within the many characters that we play in our own stories. You know what I mean? It's like we walking around like Eddie Murphy in the Clumps. You know what I mean? We playing all characters. You know what I mean? Like, and it's true. You play many characters in your own story. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're the victim and the savior. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's nobody else around to be the hero, and it gotta be you. Even when you're the one going through it. You know what I'm saying? So be ready to be fluid.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? Be ready to step into other stages in life. You know what I mean? Other levels of being.
Yeah, because you gotta stay ready to get from not being ready. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
that's real shit.
I just hope that that's something that you guys can relate to. You know what I mean? Relate to the fact that, you know, sometimes we struggle to find our true selves. You know what I mean? So how can you let your true self shine if you don't know who that is? You know what I mean? Or what that is, or what the role is that you're supposed to play. So by playing the proper role, the role of yourself, you know what I mean, and everything that entails, you will truly be the hero of your story. You'll be the protagonist that made it through to the end and evolved into the person that he's going to be in the novel. You know what I mean? Because we are all that. You know?
Right, and more.
And more. You know?
That's real shit.
It's a slippery slope.
Slippery slope. Definitely leads on to study over on to what I was trying to get at y'all about today. And it's about when to stop. When I say stop, it's not like a halt, come to a complete stop. You know what I'm saying? It's like a stop watering dead plants. You know what I'm saying? By plants I mean maybe situations, people, jobs. I mean, if you see it's dead, you're not going nowhere. It's not productive.
Allocating resources to it.
I mean, it's not happy. It's not making. I mean, nothing. You gotta know when to throw that shit out, man. Like, and just stop. Like, people gotta stop being scared of being able to stop being scared of starting new. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like there's no reason why you can't burn the whole crop down and plant new seeds and bet some other shit will grow.
Although, of course, you know, there's always justice in watering, I mean, crops that you feel as though are worth saving. You know what I mean? And like you said, if it's dead, it's dead. You know what I mean?
And sometimes, dead. Like, you know it's dead.
Sometimes you got to stop allocating resources that you could be given to the business plan that's working, to the relationship that's working, to the job that's properly paying you. You know what I mean? To the, you know, to the city that treats you best. You know, sometimes you have to find the thing that's working for you the best and go all in.
For sure. You know? But I can't. I usually gotta make sure you know when it's dead. You know what I'm saying, because it's like it's really poisonous. It's just like a fucking anchor, and it'll really just like have your mind in a different type of state where you just like not focusing on what's important and whatnot. So it's like you put the energy that you could have been put into a better situation. You're not, because you're trying to sit here and worry about this shit when you could have, when your other John is showing life, but this shit's dead. No, fuck that shit. Go ahead. I gotta water this John. I gotta make sure this shit is get this shit living now. Like, oh, that shit started to do something. Come, or
and how often do we feel like that? You know, how often do we find ourselves working towards things that just aren't the best for us? You know what I mean? How often are we watering plants that have long been dead, have long been the weeds that have been tearing up our garden?
Oh, shit,
you know what I'm saying? When you know that you're cultivating something beautiful, something nutritious, tomato, you know what I mean? And you have a weed that's coming in and just ruining the crop, ruining the plant, ruining the feng shui. You know what I mean? Sometimes, first you got to ask yourself, what is this? You know what I mean? Is it natural? Is it a natural thing? Is it something that I'm creating myself through the process of what I'm building? And if so, is it a necessary plant to cultivate as well? Or is it something that I can take away from the garden without harming the garden itself? Because, you know, you can't get rid of the bugs. Bugs feed the plants. They eat the plants. They feed the plants. They poop on the plants. I don't know about gardening, but you know, you can't. There's some parts of the garden that you would rather not have. They need to be there. You know what I'm saying? You can't get rid of the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's dirty. You know what I'm saying? How we gonna eat?
Shit crazy, man. Just know when it's dead, though, man. Real rap. You take anything from what I say to you all today. Open that fucking third eye and realize when that shit is dead.
Realize
real shit. Because it's gonna fuck you up. You know it's gonna fuck you up, and it's been fucking you up, and you don't know what it is. It's fucking you up, make you feel some type of way. Nigga, it's that fucking shit. It's that shit.
It's that weed.
It's dead.
I'm not talking about dead. I'm not talking about the Mary J. Don't blame the Mary J. This is the bad weeds.
Definitely. Yeah, that's not
the bad ones. I don't know what they look like, but
no.
They're not with the
420 friendly, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope. You know what I mean? And you know, if we could just bring it back, because you know we like to, we like to give it back and forth with you guys. But to bring it back, you know, find balance in your soul. You know, find balance among the things that make you you. You know, if it feels like you and it makes you feel good, I mean, cultivate it. You know what I mean? Plant that garden based around it. You know what I mean? And if there are plants in the garden that are hurting the garden, if they're dead plants that can't be brought back to life, be ready to pull them out for the sake of not only the garden, but for your soul. You know what I mean? Because you're pulling every day that you focus on a new topic, latest topic, a new issue, the latest issue. You're pulling it into your soul, and that's creating you. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that
you know when it's dead, man.
You know when that plant is dead. Make sure that you're tending to your garden. Balance the soul as you would balance, you know what I'm saying, anything else that you want to keep alive. I mean, to thrive.
It's a slippery slope.
You know, and as usual, don't let yesterday's mountain affect tomorrow's climb.
It's a slippery slope.